like in this example, I created a tuple with the numeric, string, float, and the list data types, and you can see that it has created a tuple. So when I run this function, and it gets me that it is a tuple data type. In tuple, the tuple is created generally. It's a good practice to create tuple within parentheses, and however we can do it without parentheses, and all the elements in the tuple are separated by comma. What if there is only one variable in the tuple? For example, this tuple 2, I just removed a comma and I rerun. I check the data type for this tuple and it gives me string. Actually, the Python engine recognized this as a string because how would it know that it is a tuple with only one element? So generally, we put a comma when there is only single variable inside, single element inside a tuple. And by this comma, Python engine recognizes that it is a tuple data type. Now let's do it again. Now we get the tuple data type. We can access the elements in a tuple by using square brackets and putting the index number within it. For example, the tuple 2 that we just created has only single variable and that had an index of 0. So we get this. Another example, tuple, and let's pass 3 as an index. Let's see, it's 3.9, 0, 1, 2, and 3.9. So we get the exact value. Now what if I want to get 2? So that has an index of 4 and second dimension is 0, 1, 2. So it's 1. And when I pass this on, I'll get 2. Exactly this. So you see, a tuple can have different data types. And now, as I said that the tuple elements in the tuple cannot change. We cannot assign different values. Once a value is assigned in a tuple, we cannot change it. Let's try changing it. Tuple 3 equals to 2.8. Instead, earlier it was tuple 3 had a value 3.9. I just reassigned the value of 2.8 to tuple with an index 3. Let's see what it does. So this gives an error. Tuple object does not support item assignment. I cannot reassign a value. So now in list we can change. We can assign different values, or we can change the an already assigned value to a new value. A tuple can have list inside it as well. So if I try changing the elements within that list, can I do it? Let's try. 4. At this index, the value was 2. Now I'm assigning another value 3 to it. And let's see if it does or not. It does. When a list is passed, when a list is inside a tuple, still we can change its value. Let's see all the values. Now see, this value has been reassigned to 3 instead of 2. There are a couple of advantages for tuple. Elements in the tuple are write protected. Since it cannot be reassigned, it's write protected unless there is a list inside a tuple. And iterating through a tuple is faster than in the list, because once the elements assigned to within the tuple cannot be changed. And another that we just discussed earlier, that tuple elements can be used as in the dictionary. Tuple elements can be used as the key in the dictionary. Now let's try to pass a float as an index parameter to get the value in the tuple. For example, 0.0. it gives an error. So in tuple, we can only use integer in the index to get the value. Uh, Passing a float value inside a tuple as an index is not allowed. Slicing in tuple is similar to index. Is similar to slicing in list. For example, tuple 0 to 3. It means index 0 to index 2. 3 is excluded. And let's see, what do we get? 1, 2, and 8. Let's do it a bit differently. -3. So it means it is going to get all the elements from 0 to -3. This is -1, -2, -3. So it's going to get 1 and 2. -3 is excluded. So from 0 to -3, 1 and 2 are there. If you want to get all the elements of a tuple, we can just write down either this tuple and get the answer, or you can pass on just colon and get all the elements of the tuple. As we discussed, that changing the elements within the tuple is not possible. However, if you want to remove or change, delete an entire tuple, we can use del tuple 2, and this will delete all the elements, or in fact the whole tuple. So now it has deleted tuple 2. Now when I try this, it says that name tuple 2 is not defined because this tuple 2 has been deleted. There are a couple of methods for tuple that we'll discuss in the next video. Thank you.